In 1959, 9 experienced hikers started a dangerous winter expedition into Russia's frozen mountains. These young explorers were trained adventurers who loved traveling across harsh and isolated environments. Their group leader was a university student named Igor Dyatlov, who organized the entire expedition. The team planned to cross a remote mountain route deep inside the cold Ural region. This isolated location later became known worldwide as Dyatlov Pass. At the time, it was simply a snowy mountain path used only by experienced hikers. The group carried cameras, notebooks, food supplies, and equipment necessary for a long winter journey. Their early photographs show smiling faces enjoying the beauty of the silent, snowy mountains. They laughed, walked through deep snow, and felt confident about completing their difficult adventure. Nothing appeared unusual or dangerous during the first few days of their expedition. The temperature in those mountains often dropped far below freezing during long winter nights. Despite the extreme cold, the hikers believed their training would help them survive. On February 1st, the group decided to set up camp on a high mountain slope. They carefully built their tent on the hillside and prepared for another quiet night. The evening looked calm as the team finished dinner and rested inside the tent. But sometime during that night, something terrifying forced them to abandon their shelter. Whatever happened created sudden panic strong enough to make them escape immediately. The hikers ran out of the tent directly into the freezing darkness outside. Days passed and the hikers never returned to the town where they promised contact. Soon, their worried families requested authorities to organize a rescue search mission. Volunteers, soldiers, and rescue teams began searching the huge snowy mountains. After several days, rescuers finally discovered the hikers' abandoned campsite. What they saw immediately shocked everyone involved in the rescue operation. The tent was still standing, but something about it looked very strange. Investigators noticed the fabric had been cut open from inside the tent. It appeared the hikers escaped quickly through the cut instead of using the entrance. Even stranger, their warm coats, boots, and supplies remained inside the tent. Leaving such items behind made absolutely no sense in freezing temperatures. Outside the tent, investigators discovered clear footprints preserved in deep snow. These footprints showed the hikers walked downhill toward a nearby forest. What shocked investigators most was the fact that many footprints were barefoot. Some hikers were wearing only socks while walking across freezing mountain snow. The trail of footprints eventually led rescuers toward a tall pine tree. Beneath that tree, they discovered the first 2 bodies of the missing hikers. The men were wearing almost no clothes despite the deadly winter cold. Nearby, investigators found signs of a small fire they attempted to build. It appeared the hikers were trying desperately to stay warm that night. Unfortunately, the freezing temperature was far too powerful to survive long. A few hundred meters away, rescuers discovered 3 more bodies in the snow. Their positions suggested they were trying to return to the tent. Perhaps they realized their shelter and equipment were still waiting there. Sadly, none of them reached the tent before collapsing from cold. Months later, when the snow began melting slightly, more bodies were discovered. These final victims were buried deep under heavy snow layers. The injuries found on them shocked both doctors and investigators. One hiker had a severely fractured skull caused by powerful force. Another victim had several ribs broken with extreme pressure. Surprisingly, their bodies showed very few visible external wounds. Medical experts compared the injuries to damage from strong car accidents. Yet there were no vehicles or crash evidence anywhere near the mountains. One female victim was discovered missing her tongue. Investigators could not explain how such an injury happened. During further investigation, another strange discovery was made. Some clothing worn by the hikers contained traces of radiation. This unexpected finding created even more confusion for investigators. Authorities struggled to explain radiation in such a remote place. Soon, many theories started appearing about what really happened. One popular theory suggested a sudden avalanche frightened the hikers. Perhaps they escaped their tent believing snow was collapsing around them. But many experts doubt the avalanche explanation. The slope was not steep enough for a large avalanche. Also, the tent remained partly standing instead of buried under snow. Another theory suggested secret military experiments happening nearby. During the Cold War, many weapons were tested in remote regions. Some researchers believe powerful explosions may have frightened the hikers. This might explain the strange injuries discovered later. Another theory involves unusual wind vibrations called infrasound. Infrasound can create fear and panic in humans exposed to it. Such panic could force people to run irrationally into danger. Some witnesses also reported glowing lights in the sky. These lights were seen by other hikers traveling nearby. Some believe they were military rockets or experimental aircraft. However, official records never confirmed such tests that night. Over the years, investigators reopened the case several times. Scientists studied weather data and mountain terrain carefully. Modern technology even recreated avalanche scenarios using computer simulations. Some research suggests small snow movement combined with panic caused tragedy. Yet many details still remain unexplained even today. The strange injuries and radiation traces continue puzzling investigators. Many people believe the mountains are still hiding the truth. Books and documentaries continue exploring this mysterious tragedy. The story fascinates people because many questions remain unanswered. For decades, researchers have tried solving this haunting mystery. Every theory explains some details, but not everything. Why did they cut their own tent open suddenly? Why run outside with almost no clothing? What caused injuries similar to powerful crashes? And how did radiation appear on their clothing? These questions still trouble investigators around the world. The location where tragedy happened now carries the name Dyatlov Pass. It stands as a silent reminder of the hikers lost there. Many adventurers still visit the area searching for answers. But the mountains remain quiet and mysterious. Perhaps nature alone caused the panic and tragedy, or maybe something unusual frightened the hikers that night. Their final moments remain hidden in the freezing darkness. Investigators may continue studying this mystery for many years, yet the complete truth might never be discovered. The Dyatlov Pass incident remains one of history's most chilling mysteries. If you enjoyed this mystery story, please like this video and subscribe for more incredible stories.